rung of the ladder, and He's Got the Safe comes forward now. It'll be the last to move in. So the light appears. They stand well. And it's Housewife that runs the favourite on debut. They're off and they're racing. The Agency, Long Time Believer. They were amongst the first two to get going into stride. And rushing up here also on the outside, Hot as Hades coming right across. Right behind them is Housewife, Zippy Zany a little deep, settling down. And then Ginger and Tonic, Repossession, followed by Scenic George in a very compact affair. Saturday Sesh back there in the second half. Also back there as well as On the Gold, in company with Harry the Prince. Caraway in the second half of the field. Invincible Thief is near enough to last, and He's Got the Safe is very wide as they come into the home straight now, fanning across the track. Four of them are there. Wide out, Scenic George goes out after. On the inside, Zippy Zany, Long Time Believer. Behind them, Housewife. The Agency's there. Repossession's bursting through. He's Got the Safe. Saturday Sesh coming right down the outside. 100 left to go. Repossession, the Agency, and He's Got the Safe. Repossession gets the head in front. Repossession wins it narrowly from either the Agency or deep out. He's Got the Safe and Zippy Zany. Then Saturday Sesh behind them. Scenic George, Housewife, followed by Ginger and Tonic, Caraway, Invincible Thief. Long Time Believer weakened out of it in the final 200. Followed further back by On the Gold. Then came Harry the Prince, and amongst the last of them home is Hot as Hades. Repossession's the winner. Number 6. Ridden by Brad Parnham, coming through in the middle, the Sessions youngster. First starter, Sessions 2-year-old, brother to the 6-time winner OBH. Wins from the Agency, and He's Got the Safe, a huge run. Always against it. The draw goes down about a long neck, never on the track, very wide on the corner, and finished on particularly well. But honours here with Repossession. Takes it out for Ganjemi Thoroughbreds, ridden by Brad Parnham. Unbeaten in both trials, and now its first career run. Defeats 9 the Agency, the first starter. Luke Campbell, 3 He's Got the Safe, Jason Whiting, and 10 Zippy Zany fourth. The interim numbers are 6, 9, 3 and 10. So a Sessions gelding, and out of the Dane Time mare, Can Time has produced a few individual winners. For Ganjemi Thoroughbred, C. Bell, G. McNally, Bill Beament, S. Day, and also the Care Factor Syndicate, Wade Mercon Racing, and the Brady Street Syndicate as well, and LMH Wisby. Margins are a short head and a head, 59.99 the time, 34.91 the last 600 there. But Repossession schooled up really well and had the education there, showed above average ability, and brings that to Belmont Park to take out race number 2 on the card at its first career appearance. The Agency second by A Lot from Monica, Trevor Andrews, Luke Campbell, and He's Got the Safer horse to follow by Safeguard from She's Got the Nod, Jason Whiting, the rider for trainer Graham Ballantyne. So Scenic George, who loomed up, hit the front as well with 200 to go, just unable to finish it off. Behind them, Housewife might have got balked for a run, lost a bit of momentum, and then was under heavy pressure from Pike. Saturday Sessions run a nice forward race also here this afternoon. Saturday Sesh, one of the debutants engaged. Now let's go to the yard. Lockie's about to join us here before the third, 2:24 this afternoon. No changes to come there, but Lockie, he put the writing on the wall with a couple of very sharp barrier trials.
He certainly did, Darren. He looked like he had plenty of ability at the trials, and he's brought that to the races here on debut. Winning trainer Chris Ganjemi joins me now. Chris, Repossession, from afar, he always looks like a horse that's had plenty of ability.
Yeah, he's definitely got that. He's from the day one, every gallop he's had has been very impressive. His 2 trials have been just as impressive, and yeah, unfortunately didn't help himself today. We're hoping he would bounce straight to the front and it'd be an easy watch, but certainly wasn't that. He didn't help himself and give Brad a pretty hard ride, but no, he's still good enough to get the job done.
To the horse's credit, he still looks fairly professional. Despite missing the kick, he was able to work his way through the field in the early stages of the race, and whilst he was held up, it looked like Brad had plenty of horse underneath him.
Yeah, I think that's not so much him being professional, more him just wanting to go sort of thing. Like he just wants to run and charge through the bridle. He'll obviously be a better horse when you relax, but yeah, told Brad today plan A was to lead on the fence, but that doesn't happen, do your best. And he did a good job to get him in the position he got, but then he charged up behind him, over-raced for a bit, and then struggled to get a run in the straight. So yeah, he did a bit wrong, but was still able to get there.
I remember in his 400-metre trial, he jumped straight on the bridle. He showed really good early speed, but it was an intentional plan from yourself and Michael to sit him and teach him something about racing and being a racehorse in his second trial. I guess that clearly paid dividends here this afternoon.
Yeah, you might be right. That definitely is good. He had a similar run today that in that trial he sort of, like you say, had to learn to settle in amongst them and take gaps, and he had to do that today because plan A went out the window at the start.
What do you do with him now?
If he pulls up all right, there's 2.5 weeks as a Saturday race for him, and he'll definitely go out after that. If he doesn't pull up all right, he'll go out after today.
Played all Plomo in the next. It looks like he's found a nice race.
Yeah, suitable race for him. Just need him to run up to his first up run and be able to beat.
Great result. Well done here.
Thanks, buddy.
There's Chris Gangemi after the win of Repossession, and Brad Parnham continues his cracking form in the saddle. He's catching up with Scotty.
Bradley Parnham joins me now. Brad, Chris was just saying plan A was to lead, but it's pretty hard when you miss the kick.
Yeah, he messed the start up. It probably wasn't really his fault. I had him ready to go, and yeah, the start was probably just a little bit more delayed than expected, and just got himself off balance a bit. So he didn't begin well, but sort of mustered up into a relatively nice position. But I was still boxed away. But look, when he got in the clear, he was good enough to get the job done.
Would have been a good thing, Beat, if you didn't get through, because he looked like you had plenty of horse.
Yeah, he is quite a strong horse. So you know, there is plenty there, and he's pretty raw still. So I'd expect him to go through his grades and win some more races.
Sounds like if they take him to a Saturday now, you'd be pretty confident to measure up there.
Yeah, for sure. You know, he probably didn't win by a margin today, but it was a good win, and I think if he goes to a Saturday, he's going to be right in it.
Congratulations, well done.
Thanks.
There's Brad Parnham combining with the Gangemi brothers and some very, very happy owners with a Repossession winning on debut, and in doing so, taking out the Amelia Park Plate.
Ever since we met last night, I've been trying to keep my distance. I just want to play my cards right. It takes one false move and you'll be gone. But maybe it's alright. I can't tell if it's the right moment, but baby, anyhow, I can't hold it in anymore. 'Cause it's starting to come out.